we're looking at how to log on to Charanga, which we're using for St. Helens Music Service. So here's your pupil teacher log on. So if you click onto here, you will get three options which are in the middle here. And you want to go to where it says YUMU Charanga, which is there. Now you'll have all had a letter. Your letter will be individual to do. I've just made this mock up here. You've got a username, so I've copied my username, and you've got a password underneath. When you copy your username, make sure when you put it in, you paste it in, there is no space at the beginning, so just make sure, go back like that, otherwise it won't load, and then put your password in as well, and then press login, okay? Now, each one is individual to you, so if you have two different teachers, you may have two different login codes. That would mean, for example, you may have a curriculum login, and you may have a brass lesson login, or you may have a brass lesson login, and you may have a ukulele login, for example. It may be for the same teacher that for both of them they may both be in here, because here we've got one assignment. If you've got another assignment, that could be for something else. So here's an example of what your assignment would look like. So you click on here where it says assignments, where this image is, and you click onto there, and it opens up and tells you what you have got here. As I said, you may end up with one or two different things down here, but here's our example. Okay, I'm going to click on there, and you'll notice it loads up. So we've got a back to the menu button here. Here's our log out menu button for later, and here are our tasks, and our tasks are along the right hand side here, and you'll notice that they have got dots that have been shaded in, and across here yours may be white. The more tasks we do, the further this comes on, and then it'll tell me if you completed it or not. Now, that is quite important because as staff we can actually check through and see when people logged on and how long they've been logged on for as well, see if they've done those tasks. Okay, so I'm going to show you the different kind of things that might come up. So I'm going to show you the Rainforest song, which is an MP4 or a video. So when you click onto it, like so, let's try it again. Okay, it'll load up there, you can see it's running through here. You've got various buttons. You've got your button here, which is your button to make it louder or to make it quieter. Here, you can make it louder or quieter there, or mute it. You've got to make the screen bigger, like so, and then you've got the button to put it back again, okay? All right. Now, all you need to do is press play, and it should happen, okay? All right, so there we go. And you'll notice at the bottom of the screen, when you press pause, you'll notice the screen, you've got this light grey coming here. This is your buffering. If for any reason it gets stuck, just grab along the bottom, move it all the way across there, and give it time. And then when you go back again, you press play, and you'll notice that your video will start. I'm just going to do that again, okay? Your video will then should start, and you'll end up playing, here we go, in this case, the Rainforest song, okay? So there's our Rainforest song. I'll turn it down a little bit and mute that, there we go. So there's our Rainforest song, as you can see. Okay, you may have an MP3, an audio file. In this case, it's learning a song. It might be, in your case, it might be a backing track. So same thing happens again. You can make it louder or quieter onto there if you would like to, okay? Do those kind of things. You've got a back button, a forward button, a rewind and a loop button, and here is your tempo button. So the first thing we're going to do, because it's a song, we're going to play along here. You can hear the music started. And if it's a lyrics, this tells you where you're singing. It changes into yellow. Now, if I press pause, I'm just going to change the tempo and make it slower. Now when you're practicing, this will be really, really important for you to play things slowly. Okay, so I'm going to play it again. You'll notice in the same key. Let's do it slower. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, fast, make it faster. It should go faster, okay? And the beat will pulse be quicker. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'd advise a gate's going that fast, obviously, but it's there for your practicing that you'd like to do. You can also take this cursor and move it further along in the piece of music. And these colours here, if you've got these shades, they tell you maybe when a verse is happening, a chorus is happening, or something new is happening into that music, okay? So there's your tempo buttons to the left and to the right. At the moment it's set at 95. It goes up in increments of 5. You may get an image. It could be a PDF of some music your teacher would like to look at. In this case, just an image of a bear. You click on it, it just loads up nice and simple. Nothing to worry about there, okay? But you may find if you're having a brass lesson or a trumpet lesson or a woodwind lesson or any lesson of that kind, you may get something that looks a little bit like this. So this is a piece of music that's already on the Charanga from the Takeoff series. It tells you up the top, it tells you what note you're going to learn. It tells you where that is on the stage, so we've got our E's at the bottom. It tells you how to play on your instruments. For the trumpet, vowels 1 and 2. Tells you we're looking at semi-breves here and semi-breve vests also. Okay, and you just follow the instructions. So let's click here to begin. You'll end up something a little bit like this. Okay. Now, when you press play, same thing applies. You've got the rewind, you've got your volume, play, the loop, the tempo, fast forward, just as we have done before. And if I press play here, you'll notice we've got this yellowy cream up here. So there's 1, 2, introduction, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 2, 3, and when you play, it highlights 3, 4, best, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Now, you'll also notice here, it's telling the notes that are playing, 3, 4, E. Okay, we've got a long rest here, so nothing playing, it's coming along, so you can see what we're doing here. Also tells you the notes and how to play them on the instructor there. Okay, gives you the pulse, also got you back in tracks, okay. Again, as we said, we can slow it down if you need to, and take it down to 80 like here. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, obviously a lot slower, back to full tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, etc. Now you can change your settings. Now your settings are not on all of them, but on some of them they are. So your lead and backing, so that's your trumpet playing and the backing tune, or you can put the backing tune on its own, which means that you don't get the trumpet playing or the instrument playing at the same time, just the backing. You'll notice in a minute, this note is missing, the first note. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and. So that'll be you playing there. So you'll be going E. So just the backing itself, okay? Now the way in which you see it could be changed as well. So you can look at your view. So we've got score and instrument there. So there's your score, the music on the left hand side, and your instrument on the right hand side. We could change it so it just has the instrument only. Okay, you could change it so it just has them both back together, which is maybe where you probably see it in lessons. But what's important is where it says the score type. So we've got notation. We can put notation and letters. So above each note, there's the letter E. You could also, if you wanted to, you could put it so it's just the big note E here. Okay, and these are here, letter names, note names, and notation. Ideally, we want to be knowing that that note there is an E, because it's on that bottom line, rather than having the letter names like that. Obviously, it's a starter point, obviously it's there to help you. Once you've done that, as I said, we can see what's been done, what's been completed, because you've got a unique login. If you want to click here to complete, we'll get a little message say you've done it, and then you get this beautiful little title that comes up. Okay, with 1812. And if you keep it going, it won't stop. Press back to the menu. So you've done that, okay? And as I said, we can log in and we can check as teachers. You'll notice here you've got some points. So the more you do, the more points you'll get as well. So you just press log out again. You'll get back to the screen to here, and you can log yourself back in again and follow the instructions that are on your pupil letter.